Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Transport Fever Great Western Railway. You are seeing the end of today's episode. Today's episode is all about detailing and a complete reimagining on how a station can look. This is the station we made last time, and it looks nothing like what we ended with. So let's let this pull into the station, and then we'll rewind 3 hours and go back to where we were our last episode. Welcome back in time to the end of episode 10. We definitely need to detail this station and reconfigure it a lot. The tracks are just too wide. The position of the buildings isn't just right. There's definitely not enough foliage around here to make it look natural. And in general, this whole thing needs to be done again from scratch. So we'll let this guy pull in and start talking about what we're thinking. The most obvious thing is, if a train's going to come in from this direction, why is it crossing a track? There's no need for it. So that's one big thing. We have all this space over here that we could have used as an additional cargo track. And one of the things that I think we kind of lost the opportunity for is these passenger trains could have gone through on the left and then back on the right, because there's going to be switch work that allows it to be modified. And it also gives us a chance to force some traffic over that beautiful pedestrian bridge. And if the trains are a little bit bunched up, it's going to fix that. So yeah, a whole lot of work to do. I'm just going to get out the big brush and delete a whole lot of things. Asset brush, and then I'm just going to delete all of this stuff. I think it's going to have to let me do it this way. Delete, 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 delete. And I don't think we've got anything else that's custom. Yeah, we'll get rid of this one as well. That one and that one. And when it comes to the station, let's get that configured as well. We'll get rid of this, get rid of the end platform. Actually, that's automatic. Is that automatic? Or is that... Yeah, that's automatic. No, that's on the end. I want to make sure that pedestrians can't get out this end. So we'll get rid of this one and this one. And we'll use this beautiful passenger platform. Here, this one. There's three. There's this one with the arc. And the design with the arc is... We actually can see this. If I press Alt-L, you can see it right there. I have the developer tools turned on, but Alt-L shows you all the lanes and where people can move. And you can see that this is designed for passengers to come across. So we don't want that. So let's turn that off. Let's configure this so it has like a dead end. And so like that and like that. Last episode, I tried to get this on the end to clean it up, but what it does is it forces a bar across it. What I missed was under the assets for the station, there is a manual one of these. So we can just grab this guy and put it there. So we want a fence, do a bit of rotation action. I think, is this double-sided? Yeah, I think we want it that way around. And yeah, I think it's simple as lining this up and getting it in. So for today, the plan is to show you doing it once for a lot of this stuff, and then I will quickly change it and do all the other examples. What else is obvious? Let's get the tracks in. This is going to be like a yard, and we're going to cordon the whole thing off. So I think we can actually have a little bit more track there. Yeah, we want to put these out, because if you put those out and try to put, you can say nothing's available. All these don't give you the blue sign, but this guy lets you put things on the end. So we have this big storage access route through there. And so that looks a lot better. Let's extend those tracks across the intersection. And this is just going to merge onto the line. And much like this one's the same. This is just going to merge. We'll get the same spot onto the line. So now, when we have traffic coming in on the left, they'll go through and stay on the left hand for passengers and go into either station, and we'll make the left platform the default, but we'll make the second one platform an alternate. And same thing cargo. Cargo will come in here, left by default, right by optional. And then let's clean up all of this approach stuff. We'll get rid of all of this. After playing with this for a little while, this is the final design that I've settled on. Did a small compromise when it comes to passengers. The line that comes from over here can only come in the right hand side and go into that right hand platform. It's never intended to go through, so it really doesn't need to be on this basically left hand side through track. It's really a terminus. The main line can come through and then it merges as it comes out this way, goes through here, and same thing goes inbound. It can come in and choose either track. So most of the time it'll come up the right, come across, and then be on the main line, and then at other times it'll come through squirrel, share that little bit of track there, and then go through the left. Was able to use all three platforms for the cargo, so use the new triple point that is available in the autumn update, so November 2024. You can see that this provides 3 tracks. No slipping here, none of these are slip points. That one could be, but it's not. The intention is not for these to ever get used as a secondary point. And then same thing goes with the cargo. It can come in on the left, go through, or it can use this X to get to there. So very similar to the passenger. Either platform's available. This one's only ever going to get used for down this way. At some point, if there is some industry over here to the right, like for example this wheat or this tobacco, we may do a spur line that comes out there. But if that happens, it would come out of that platform because it would also be a terminus. So let's get some signaling done first, I guess, so we can actually get things running again. Let's put down our nice gantry. Where are we? Signals, gantry. And we're going to need a fair few, 6, well, it's going to be 7, I think. 7 positions. I think, yeah, that looks right. We'll put it pretty close to those gates. So the tracks are extended out. You can see this white box, so that allows us to put the cargo on the end. And so the little trick there, if you extend the tracks, you can slot those in. So yeah, it needs to be past that point, which is fine. So let's go this side and we'll go about there, and let's get some real signals added here. We're going to be going forward, and it looks like I just gave myself enough space to put them in. These are one way. I said they're not one way. This one is going either side, so we might need the 0.5 meter offset variant. That's because we're kind of on an angle there, and there. And then coming the other direction, basically the left lane is a normal throughfare. So under waypoints, I believe it is. Yeah, under waypoints, we can say, look, if you want to go screaming through, that's okay. That's not long enough. These gantries let you put a little bit on the left and the right. That's what this is. So, for example, that added 2 slots, added 1 slot, and then same thing on the right-hand side. We can go over there. Looks like we need 1 more slot, and then let's try put that thing on there again. And so that way, if a train is coming thundering through on the left-hand side, which would be a normal forward, and they're not stopping at the station, there's a warning that they can go forward, and that there may be a signal at the other end of the platform that they have to adhere by. And we'll do the same thing on that one. Done. So let's get the gantry done at this end as well. The platform only goes to here, so we can put the gantry anywhere we want. We don't have that extra length out the front to deal with. You can't put signals where the station is in control. It's the same width. It's a 7, and I think that we'll go a little bit more forward. We'll use real signals and say, hey, you can go forward, you can go forward, forward, and forward. Since we're kind of in line with all this stuff, let's do the real thing and put down the one for a siding. Since there may be an arc to the right, definitely keep it in line over there. Is that track? Yeah, that track doesn't need to be of that type. Let's get rid of that and turn it into normal track so we're allowed to put a signal on it. Yeah, and then at some point, at that point, say for example, we may go out to the right. So we need to put that signal down. Where is it? This one with the circle. This means it's a siding one, I believe. I'm not sure whether it's meant to be entering a siding or leaving a siding, but that's what that circle means on the post. So it's like a normal stop, but it says, hey, by the way, you're on a siding. I think it's entering a siding, but not exiting siding, but whatever, that's good enough. Let's do the yellows the other direction, same deal. Waypoint yellow, we'll need to extend that one. Let's do that now. And is it the left-hand side this time? No, the left hand's over that side based on the orientation we started with. And we can put that down, and same with this one. There. So I think that looks fantastic. These are all operational because we chose them from the signals and waypoint area. If we chose them from the asset area under here, these would all be fake, so that they wouldn't tip. So yeah, awesome, that works. And if we scroll out and turn on the HUD, we can see, yeah, actually it's turned on already, so you can see that they are classed as waypoints. So let's turn everything off and yeah, continue on. So that's that. There's some obvious things we can do from a building point of view. Under assets, let's choose our train station. Let's go through a massive train station and let's have fun with this. I think yeah, we're going to put it at the track level, and because this guy's definitely going to be watching this whole area, and so I think it makes sense to have them around here. Yeah, maybe, I don't know if we want to put it right in front of here. No, I think we put it over this side. And yeah, let's put it over here. And they're going to monitor that area. I think we want, let's go fire buckets, a lamp, a whole lot of people working on the inside. And you can play with this as much as you want to get it the way you like. But that makes sense to me that there would be a massive signal box around here. And so they can watch what's going on. I think there also probably needs to be a signal box over here, a very small one. And so let's go with, let's play with the roof. I believe that's one of the, yeah, let's go with a, yeah, the little triangle roof. And they can deal with over here. And same thing goes with this area where everything's coming out and there's a lot of merging with points here. Let's have someone do that. Can we squeeze it in there? Yeah, I think that would, you're gonna snap. Yeah, I think we can put that there. So there's a couple of signals. What else can we do? Let's work on the platforms. Let's make these platforms look kind of cool. We can use these cool cranes. Yeah, let's go to this modern one. Rotate it so it matches the platform rotation. Probably there would be one for either side, but I'm just going to put them down the middle. We'll put somewhere in the center, there, and there, and we'll do the same thing on this side. Put one that matches here. Quick little detail, and you get a nice industrial effect. So then when we have cargo on there, it'll look great. I think this end needs some fences. I think we should stop people walking across the road. So let's do some fence work. Choose your fence. These are going to be straight fence, so we're going to start with the line. I think a picket fence, which is what this one is. I don't think I want to go up and down. I think flat looks nice. And we can just go from here to here. We have line mode, so it's going to go from start to finish. And then when you're done, you click finish, and that resets it. Let's do the same thing over here. Go back to line mode. And we'll stay about the same distance from the road. And we can probably go up to, say, somewhere like maybe a bit further. Up to here. Press finish. And same thing, go to this side. Zoom in. Yeah, a very simple touch. which needs to be line mode. Let's get rid of this. Try that again. From there, come out a little bit, and now I'm going to go to curve mode, and we'll go all the way. Looks like the curve doesn't want to stick with me. Came out a little bit. I think if we go a little bit, I'm going to hold down C to turn off snapping. That should start the arc a bit better. And we'll go all the way over here to stop people being silly. Actually, we can do the same thing here. We'll just go to line mode. I keep on forgetting to start it. I mean, you need the finish button, but yeah, that's right. We'll start there. We'll start the curve, then go into curve mode, and I think we should be able to go all the way up to here without too much trouble. And we'll curve it in there. Finish. Yeah, it's a pretty simple amount of work, but it gives you a really nice effect. Let's continue it around the town. We'll go from here to there, press finish, press line, here to here, finish, line, here, and we'll go to there. I think what we need is like an official entrance in here. So you can do things like paint tools and use like a nice gravel. The square tool's kind of good for this. And yeah, we'll have like a way of walking in and then delivering your goods over there. And yeah, we need a way of walking across this whole area with goods. So we can just grayify all this. And then the rest of it can be a ballast. Ballast is on the far right. And what I might do is get rid of a tiny bit of that strength so we get a little bit of the grass coming through. Put ballast there, there. And we'll start doing that. And then we'll just get rid of it on the platform. The platforms will be pretty clean. And so that makes sense. And then we just do this whole area. This can be a pretty rapid job around here. We'll leave a couple of tufts there just because it's a cargo area. People aren't watching it as much. Yeah, let's kind of treat this as a secure cordon area. Let's put a building down in this corner. There's some nice small buildings. I like this first one. It looks kind of like an office. It just has a door. There's one on both sides, so it doesn't really matter which way you turn it around. Let's use Shift M and N to do rotation. I'm going to try to get this up against the fence. Actually, I might line it up with this right road instead of the wonky road that goes across. And we'll have a little bit of space. I think that will work. Yeah, and you walk in and you talk to the office. And yeah, let's get an official looking wall in here. Let's go for concrete, or bricks I should say. And yeah, we'll, I didn't go press the line first. Gotta press the line first. So let's go from here. We'll go over those windows and we'll have what kind of looks like an official entrance in there. So it looks like a segment is about that long. So we'll start a new segment about here, like one panel. And that will be like the entrance to get in. And then we will secure the station with a brick wall all the way over to here. So a pretty simple change. And we're going to get quite a stark difference. It's gone from a very plain type thing to a very active area. It's high security. People can't steal stuff off of the platform very easily. We've got some guy controlling what's happening over here. We can actually, I think there's some signs. I think is it under this one? There may be, I think I saw somewhere. Where was it? Somewhere under here. Yeah, this one, there's some signs. So let's get this down. So these are going to be at the ground level. yeah, and so this says, we'll look at it when we plop them. It says, yeah, I don't know how close we can get, the Great Western Railway. So yeah, go in there and you come in here, talk to people, and then we'll probably have an official road into this part here. This is like how trucks would get in. And so we need a pretty big gap there. I think we'll just use another fence this time. Yeah, let's do it with concrete, but we'll use this more. I keep on pressing finish. Bad habit. Line, and we'll go from here. And yeah, so kind of inviting because that's the way you go in. And then same thing with this side. We'll go all the way down to the station. Is that parallel? Actually, I don't think it is. So let's finish that off and try that again. We'll put this much closer to the station. I didn't press line. And we'll go all the way to here. And they can clip through each other. I don't know if it's going to just... there shouldn't be two there. Is there two there? There is two there. Here we go. So yeah, nice and official. Here's the thing in. And then I think another good example where we can put some signs here saying, hey, by the way, this is what we're doing. This is the Great Western Railway. And this might have some detail about how everything works. So yeah, not too long, about 10-20 minutes worth of effort, and it already looks significantly better. And we can continue down this way, and let's go start transitioning into a little bit more of the detail. So one of the things that I do like to do is put in a coal pit. So let's go a wide one, not too much in it. It's at the ground level, trackside plus 1 meter, so we'll push it out a little bit. And actually, I think this one only fits about one person. So we can do that. And then this is where you can start playing with diorama type stuff a bit more. Where's my people? People. Yeah, these guys. How about you somehow work in here with, with a wheelbarrow. So you're somehow working in there doing that. Yeah, and we can have another one. So maybe he's picking up some coal to go put in the fireplace in the signal boxes or something. Talking about that, how is he going to get through here? We can use something like, do we have is it in here? There's a crossing. I think, is it a station thing? Yeah, a station thing. So these things are designed to walk across. They're planks. So 6, 5, and I'm going to get snap it correct. There we go. So actually, it's going to be 6, I think. So yeah, so let's do it that way. And whoops, I missed it. Yeah, okay. It's got gaps for the other people, or the other tracks, but that works. You can configure it and say, hey, pedestrians are allowed to walk across here. And so if we look at that Alt L again with the line mode, you can see that you can actually cross here. So if we put a little road over here, for example, a very tiny road right there, and touch that, and we'll get the level just right. I think a little bit less. Yeah, about there. You can see that this is all joining to the purple sign. So, and then that can probably get pulled back a bit. But you can see how you can actually control the way people walk. These are underground. This is the train itself. These ones under here, somehow associated with the station. But you can see all the places where people can walk, and see how they queue up and get into trains in their respective spots. So, all right, the last thing I want to do is some hedges. Let me show how that works. So under plants, you'll see I've got these extra ones, and they've got a mod. If you just search for the phrase bush in the workshop, you'll find this pretty easily. I like this one. So we get a nice little line, And then when it comes to hedges, these ones at the end are your friends. So this is quite small. And so we may want to say, hey, along a farm edge, I'll probably delete this, but on a farm edge, you can do that. You just hold down and it builds as you click on it. And so this is how you build hedges between farmland. This nice small one. These get a bit bigger, and so a bit taller, and so on. So I think putting some hedges down the side of the railway line might look pretty good. So we just go like this, and this is where we can make it a little bit bigger brush size. And yeah, you just go along, hold it, hold it, hold it, and then do it both sides. It won't go on a road by default. And that's how you get hedges along the side of a train line pretty easy. If you're a bit overzealous, just go along with the bulldozer tool at the end, or you can use the wiping tool, this one. So much like you painted it on, you can paint it off if you didn't like it. So yeah, let's put some hedges all along here, everywhere. And then the last thing to do is a whole lot of ground texturing, where you just get ballast and fill it in, and more buildings and everything else. So let me go do that for a good half an hour to an hour, lots of micro details, and we'll look at the end product. So this is the end result after a bit of playing, a lot more detailing. This station is now looking like it's fully alive. Things like the new things at the end, and little dioramas of people using wheelbarrows and cranes and people. I think it looks fantastic. I did a lot of tree work, bushes, moved some buildings around slightly. Yeah, make sure that all the signals were correct, and all the way out here put in detailing so that the whole approach looks pretty uniform. Extra fences all the way out here down the road to make a big security area. Same thing goes this way. Fences all the way out to the signal shed that way. Yeah, and we started off with things like these little signs and stuff like that. I plopped in a couple of trains while this spur line isn't being used. This train can get removed if we ever happen to start using this platform to go to the left or to the right. For now, if we do get traffic on the left, I'm just going to assign it to these two platforms, and we'll let this be static. What I want you to take away from this episode is detailing is actually super fun to start with. I am addicted to detailing now. I haven't done this much detailing ever in Transport Fever, and now that I've started, it's all I want to do. I actually don't want to focus on trek laying at all. Give it a go. It's so much fun. Definitely spend time searching through the mod workshop to get assets that help you along. Like things like this gantry, for example. This is definitely making it look a lot better. Hopefully I've been able to explain how the signals work and how they get attached, and same thing goes with these boom gates, stuff like that. But feel inspired and make a creation and see your save game come to life. We'll definitely call this the end of the episode. Thanks so much for watching. Definitely subscribe so you can see more of this Great Western Railway action come to life. And I'm looking for a train. We don't actually have that many trains on the line. We'll just join this guy over on the far end, and we'll say goodbye. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.